Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's another video vlog. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made Banga stew or akwu in my language. These are my ingredients. So here I have palm fruit extract, the canned type. So if you don't have the fresh palm fruit, you can use the canned fruit. So here I have the uziza or the West African black pepper. I have African nutmeg or ehuru, the fermented locust beans, crayfish. Also I have the red bell pepper, the mackerel, the dried scent leaf. I'll be using this for this recipe. Then I have the cooked goat meat and turkey. I cooked the goat meat separately and the turkey separately, and then I added everything together in this bowl. I'll also be using habanero pepper and onion for this recipe. To revive this dried scent leaf, I will be adding hot water first. So I'm going in with the hot water. This will help to make the dried leaf a little bit tender. Also, the sand will settle at the bottom of the bowl. So here I'm scooping out the leaves. You can see the sand. I have to wash this like 3 times just to make sure that everything looks good. So I'll go ahead and put cold water in this case. Remember, I used hot water the first time, so I'm going in with the cold water to stop the cooking process. You wouldn't want the leaf to overcook at this stage, so you have to use cold water to wash it thoroughly. So at the moment I've washed it like 3 times. This is the last wash, and you can see the last water is looking so clean. I'll have to leave this to settle while I go ahead to make the stew. I already have the washed mackerel in my pot, so I'm going in with the blended red bell pepper and onion. So I added some water while blending because I want to cook this with the mackerel. So I'm going in with the salt, and here I'll add the seasoning cube. So you can use any one that you prefer, the seasoning cube or the seasoning powder. So depending on your preference, you can use what you want or what you have. So this is what I'm using. I'll have to give it a little stir and then cover it and allow it to cook for some minutes. The mackerel has been cooking. As you can see, it has cooked to some extent. So right now I'll take them out from the pot and put them in a bowl to set it aside while I cook the stew. So the reason why I'm taking this out at this stage is because I don't want the fish to scatter. So I'll have to take them out, leave it while I cook the stew. So I'll put it back at the end when the stew is almost ready. I'm going to introduce the palm fruit extract at this stage. So guys, this brand of palm fruit was really nice. The taste was really fresh. So if you're looking for a good alternative, this brand is very nice and it is affordable as well. So I added this to the pot and I'll stir to mix up the sauce with the palm fruit extract. So this is how it's looking after stirring. I'll cover it and allow it to boil for some minutes before introducing other ingredients. So now I'm going in with the blended mixture. In this I have the crayfish, the ehuru and the uziza, also the fermented locust beans. I added everything together and blended them. So this was the mixture that I added. So I've stirred and I'll cover and allow it to cook. Here the stew has been cooking for some minutes. You can see the oil has started to float on top. So right now I'll go in with the scent leaf and also with the protein. So the reason why I'll be putting these two together at this stage is because I've already cooked the meats, so I don't want it to overcook, so I have to add them together alongside with the scent leaf to cook for a few minutes before going in with the fish. Guys, this recipe is very easy, it's very simple, it's very straightforward. You don't have to stress so much. So at this stage I've stirred everything together and I allow it to cook for some minutes before going in with the fish. So keep watching. Guys, one thing I have to advise is that it's very necessary that you clean as you cook, because as you can see this splashes a lot, and also you have to be very careful in the process so you don't get yourself hurt. So right now I've cleaned up the area and it has been cooking as well. So this is how it's looking after it has cooked for some minutes. So at this stage your stew is very much ready to be served. Like I said, this recipe is very simple and straightforward. If you have the canned palm fruit, this is very easy for you to use for this recipe. So right now this stew is very ready and you can serve this with rice or burger or yam, depending on what you want. For some people they use starch as well, but from my side where I come from, we prefer to eat this with rice. So I'll be serving this with rice. For my African brothers and sisters, you definitely know that this is a hit when you try it with rice. So depending on what you want and what you prefer, you can as well try this recipe and tell me what you paired it with. So thank you so much for watching. I'm serving the stew because we'll be using this to eat the rice. I've already cooked the rice, but I'll be using this to eat it with. So to be honest, the stew came out so nice. The palm fruit brand that I used was really nice. The taste was so fresh. I would recommend you use this if you are living in the diaspora and you don't have access to the fresh palm fruit. You can try this brand of palm fruit extract. It is really nice and I will recommend it anytime, any day. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, bye.